My name is Bill. I'm the coach of the Cambridge Eskimos, an ice hockey team that plays out of Cambridge University. We're not the student team, we're the team that's composed of various hangers-on at the university, members of staff, postdocs, husbands of students, things like that. Even women play on our team.
When I first started skating, how old was I? I was about, I think I was about 5 years old. I remember my first time on the ice with my sister and my mother, who were holding me up, and I was wearing these skates that you strap onto your shoes that have the 4 little blades. I remember that. But I was probably playing hockey before skating, so my 2 brothers were older, and they put me in goal, you know, and took shots at me when I was little. I grew up in Toronto, and I went to school there until through high school. I stayed in Toronto. One of the things that happened on the street was we played a lot of hockey on the street. So our house was at the very end, and there was a wall at the end of the street, and we'd put up the net there. We had some very good goalies that lived on the street, and so we would have great games of hockey that were at the end of the street, all the kids running around. That was a lot of fun. How else do I relax? I watch TV a lot. I read books. I paint sometimes. I've always liked painting, and I write hockey poems. Final flurry on the piece today. Tomorrow the ice is gone. In the dark we rose to play and skated until dawn. For 7 weeks we had morning ice, ice that replaced the grass, where football players used to grice, ice where Richard learned to pass. Yes, there have been influences through my whole life. My brothers, yes, one brother particularly, my brother Michael, who seemed to be more serious, and he's still an inspiration to me because he's a few years older than me and he still plays, so I can't let him keep playing and me stop. I always have to be better than Michael. He always has to be better than me, so we used to play sometimes in our own backyard, which we flooded, and I remember we played a game 1-on-1 up to 100 until we both couldn't skate anymore. We were just flat on our backs laughing up at the sky at night because we couldn't skate anymore. So yeah, my brothers influenced me, but lots of people influenced me. Coaches at high school influenced me. Just inspirational players influenced me. I started with the Eskimos when I first moved to Cambridge in 1997. Yeah, that's when I first moved here. So I already started to do some coaching for the Blues and playing with the Eskimos. And coaching with the women a bit then too. Have I had any injuries in my career? Well, I've been blessed not to have too many serious injuries in my career. I've had a couple teeth knocked out that have been replaced. I've had stitches on my face a few times.
I don't think I've broken anything, but I've certainly torn ligaments and muscles and had tremendous bruises, bloody noses, things like that.
Man, we're so happy. I mean, Bill's been around on the club for forever. So, I mean, he's a good player. He's getting old, but he still keeps up with all the young, fast guys. So, I mean, we're definitely happy to have him. And then we find out he's injured himself and he's getting chest pains, bloody heart condition.
When I found out about my heart problem, I was in the doctor's office, I guess, when I found out that it was a heart problem. I didn't think that I would have a heart problem. Also, I'd had my cholesterol checked a few times, and it wasn't terribly high, so I wasn't really worried about having a heart problem. Nevertheless, it was pretty clear that I was going to have one, that I was having one. On Parker's piece, the morning crowd to work walked to toe and heel, past screeching shouts, "Goal not allowed," or "Teal, Teal, Teal!" The sun came up this one last time on Patrick's lethal blades. The sun shone bright, the church bells chimed, or Martin's last tirades. "The next goal win!" Shout came too fast. Our faces all frozen in grins. So when it scored, and it was the last, again we called, "Next goal wins!" This is my daughter Julia, and that's my son Jake. Jake was born in Germany when we were on sabbatical there, and Julia was born in San Diego, California. They're both studying biological science themselves. She's doing neuroscience and he's doing plant science. He's at Cambridge University now, and he's playing for the Cambridge University ice hockey team, on the Blues team. And she's in London, University College London. She doesn't play hockey. I'll show you one thing that I'm quite proud of, is when Jake played roller hockey, and I played roller hockey in two different teams one season. I played on the vets team and he played on the youth team, and we both ended up with the high scoring from the league. So that was it was fun to receive the award with him.
So he goes for surgery. Bloody 6 days later, he's on the ice again. My goodness. I mean, the guy's a machine. He won't give up.
No, I don't think it was 6 days, was it? It might have been. But yes, it's possible that I was on the ice 6 days after. But I was assured by the doctors that it was quite a treatable thing nowadays. So, and they go through your through an artery in your groin area, up through into your aorta, and then into the coronary artery that needs a little bit of expansion. I feel good. I feel strong. It's a good game. Should have scored more goals.
So no, we're definitely glad. He's got a lot of heart and soul. It rubs off on all the other guys. So definitely happy to have old Billy around. That's for sure.
And so it went on and on and on. could the last game ever cease? Yes, they kicked us off by the light of the dawn. So farewell to the ice on Parker's Peace.